So what brought me online today, this evening, there's something really that is very disheartening, very like very urgent. It calls for our urgent attention. That is why I'm here. So I'm here because of the crisis that we are experiencing currently at the Birth and Death Registry. For those of us who want to acquire birth certificates for various purposes, we are not able to go through the original process, go through the process, the protocol is that has been established to be able to get our birth certificates. And that is really crazy, right? That is really crazy. So what is the problem? What is going on? What is going on? So I think about a few months ago, the Birth and Death Registry announced that there's shortage of paper for printing of birth certificates in Ghana. And so that was what they said. They claimed that they don't have paper to print our birth certificate for us, as those of us who want our biometric certificates for various purposes. The Birth and Death Registry, they said they don't have paper to print birth certificates for us. So what it means is that ordinary citizens who are applying for birth certificate through the official process are not able to get it done. Okay, they are being told to wait. Should I even add the word indefinitely, because they don't know when the paper is going to come. That has been the issue for some time now. So what is going on? We've been waiting, but we are not receiving any information. But despite the claim, the no paper claim, despite the no paper claim, um certificates are still being printed. Certificates are what are still being printed. I personally did a little research. In fact, I wouldn't call it little research. I've really asked and made inquiries around, and people are still into the business. It's a business people are doing, and it's crazy. It means that if I so that's just the thing. And for you to be able to get yours, you need to pay a lot of money. You need to pay a lot of money. As somebody said 1,500, somebody said 2,000 Ghana cedis for me to be able to get my birth certificate done. Mr. President, is that not disheartening? Is that not putting pressure on Ghanaians, ordinary Ghanaians, people whose right it is to get their birth certificate are not getting it? They are rather doing what they are. They rather have to pull themselves through the table to be able to get it, and that is crazy. A lot of Ghanaians, especially those who get admission to the universities, they really want to get their certificate so that they can go through the admission process, but they are not able to get it. It's crazy, and they have to pay huge sums of money because the ministry claims that they don't have paper to print birth certificate for us. That is crazy. And when you look at this whole thing, it creates a two-tier system, right? So those who can afford to pay bribe, let me use that word bribe. Those who can afford to pay the huge sums of money, they are getting their certificate, while those who are not able to pay are left out. So that is crazy. I don't think it's a good thing, and we really need to call it off. We need to call on the government to really come to our aid. So, what are some of the consequences to this thing that is going on under the nose of our president? I'm saying it because I believe the president is aware. I believe that the president is aware. If he's not aware, fine. But I believe the president is aware that there's shortage of paper in the system announced by the Birth and Death Registry. As a result, ordinary Ghanaians are not getting their birth certificates. Those who get admissions, they are not getting. They have to go through the back door to be able to get it. So, for citizens who are not able to get their birth certificate, who apply, they apply for it, but they are not able to get it. Mm, that is crazy, right? So even that if you are just normal citizen and then you want to get your website, you are not going to be able to get it anytime soon. That is crazy. That is crazy. And oh god, the consequences are really great. Let me dive into it a little bit. So the consequences are that if you are a student, you just finished SHS and you have applied, you got admission to the university, and one of the requirements to register is your birth certificate. You may be required to also go through the back door. You will not be able to get it through the standard process that has been established for us to get our website. You will not be able to get it. That is crazy. For those of us who wants to do our passports, in Ghana, for you to do your passport, you require birth certificate to be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to do it as well. And for those people who need to also do their Ghana cards, but they don't have anybody to perhaps guarantee for them, it means that they too, they wouldn't be able to get their birth certificates done. As a result, they wouldn't be able to get their Ghana cards to do anything. So the consequences are great. Now, we want to look at it in terms of justice. So when we look at it, it undermines public, our trust in public institutions, because they said they don't have this, but backdoor you are still able to get it, and that really, really put a lot of pressure, and it undermines justice in public system, public institution, right? So it's crazy. It means that our system, our public institutions in Ghana, we don't have trust in them because of some of these occurrences. And then what is also, oh God, help us. We are fighting corruption. Our government is leading the charge and we're trying to fight corruption. But when these things are going on, one of the things that is doing is that it is encouraging corruption. So because they said they don't have paper, they claim there's no paper, but they are still printing and people are still finding their way out. You need to pay huge sums of money. In fact, if we compare it to the original amount that you have to pay, if you have to pay 1,500 Ghana cedis, if you have to pay 2,000 Ghana, and even if you have to pay 2,500 Ghana cedis to get your birth certificate done for you quickly, that is more than 800% or even 1,000% increment. That is crazy. So that is encouraging corruption, and it inflates what? The cost of essential services. It inflates the cost of essential services. Getting your birth certificate is not a privilege. It's a right. So why do you have to go through stress in order to get your birth certificate? Why do you have to go through stress? So that is it. Now, what are some of the important things that I'm trying to highlight in this video? I'm trying to say that if paper is truly unavailable, if the institution claims that they don't have paper, then nobody should be getting certificates, right? And it also means that resources, the ones that are there, since they are printing, it means that these resources are being used for personal gain. People are gaining from it, and that is crazy. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to call for accountability. We need to we are demanding that there should be transparency in the activities, in the processes, in what is going on at the Ministry of Birth and Deaths, where you need to get your birth certificate in Ghana. There should be what? There should be transparency. And we are also calling that, if possible, Mr. President, we need that place. We need a serious audit to be done, right? There should be an audit. We need to be able to know how much paper they receive and how it is even distributed. We need to know. So, and we are calling for government to intervene. Mr. President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we are calling on you to intervene, because I believe when you speak, the institutions are going to listen to you. And we need reset. I love the idea of the 24-hour economy, but like I always say, for the 24-hour economy to really thrive, we need to reset our foundation. We need to clear all the weak foundations that we have. We need to clear them. We need to reset the institutions so that we avoid all these corrupt stuffs that are going on in the constitution. I mean, in the institutions. So I'm saying that birth certificate is a right. So everybody should be able to get some. Birth certificate is a right, and then everybody should be able to get his or her birth certificate done. So on this note, I want to tell you, wherever you are, please let's share this video, because a lot of people don't know that to get your birth certificate is a right, it's not a privilege. So you should be able to get it, and the government must come in, like come to our aid and ensure that the places, the chaos there is cleared. The chaos there must be cleared, so that when we need these essential services, we are able to get them at regular cost, not at exorbitant cost, not at huge prices that you have to pay bribe to be able to get your birth certificate. Because of that, if you need to travel, you might not be able to do your passport. If you need to go through admission process, it might be difficult for you, unless of course the institutions have other protocol or other systems that they put there to be able to help you to register as a student. And if you don't have it, it means that it's going to be difficult for you to also get your Ghana card. And if you don't have your Ghana card yet, because one of the requirements to get your Ghana card done without a guarantor is the birth certificate, right? So please, we are pleading, please share this video, like this video, share it. Let's share it to everyone, because we all need to know that um there are some things that is not, they are not privileges that we are they are not privileges to us, but they are rather our right to be able to get them. So I want to thank you very much. My name is Godsway, and I remain your friend, your brother Godsway, and this is Dominate Your World TV. I want you to subscribe to Dominate Your World. If you have not subscribed to Dominate Your World, please subscribe, and then like it and share. Let's share this video so that a lot of people can really get to know what is going on. They can be educated. They can know, because knowledge is power. If you know, it's going to be able to help you. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all. Sarah, I appreciate you. Agatha, is it Agatha? I appreciate you. Maria Robels, Maria Robels, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. And thank you for all of you who have joined in. Please, let's share this video, let's like it, and let's share it so that others can also get to access it for the benefit of all of us. Thank you very much. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. We are all involved in building our motherland. So let's all get involved. Let your voice matter. Add your voice in the comment section so that we can reach out to more people. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Until we meet again, goodbye.